I think that today we have to change, as I have said before, to working about design of architecture. We have to change, but it's important to watching into the heart in architecture always. Getting only the architecture, not the heart. It's very important. We have to think that the new architecture is a phenomenon, its construction is art, because the art is expression of a new changing of idea of the world. And the architecture has to watch into this important thing. I work always the same form because I don't get the research on the form. First of all, there is un gesto, per esempio, capito? First of all, there is an idea.
Okay.
And for example, the able of the outside is important, is not a form, the volume. The volume is very simply, always very simply, for every very elementary technology and very light material. And because important is a sliding system of the wall. There is a passage between subject, individual subject to the architecture. Is important is the movement of the architecture. In this case, it's important that the form is very simply. I have a trouble with this one.
Now you can see that all the panel, or the inside panel, get to define the outside space.
You can have a double volume. The first one is opaque and the second is a transparent panel. You can have a very transparent volume if you get a sliding this one outside.
So
and after,
in the extreme situation, you have all the cover of the house, and all the panels get outside.
It's the system,
and that's all the open space in the extreme situation.
This is the system technology. To have a track with binary, and through automation you can slide. I make one of these one in new restoration house, this system, and it's very beautiful.
Any architect has to study a phenomenon before to give an answer, and has to be a personal answer, looking at a general phenomenon and study a general phenomenon.
Starting from close. We have always the trouble about the perception of the space. Like the different perceptions are very important for the individual that start beyond in front of the computer inside his house, that began to public and private space at the house. Thus, it's important that the space changing through the movement, the perception of the space. In this case is the volume A. I study about mathematics and geometry typology of movement, sliding, rotation, and this is not the volume that divided into panel, but is all involved that sliding, halos to the house, starting from open, like a greenhouse, as to very closed. And my work try to go in this way, working on the subtraction of the form. This is very important.
And so you can experiment on all your senses in experiment space, okay? And live in the space with all your senses, okay? For us, I think it's never the computer.
No.
The idea is inside your knowledge, your know-how of the science, and an architect, for me, for us, has to know the society, has to know the science, has to know
construction, first of all.
But
it's material.
you can always make the transfers by other application of technology. That's all, you know, that this is our history.
That's pure design. This is not my structure, starting from a mathematical theory, and this is the module that we have presented in Milano Triennale with big plastic with light. This is the kind of creation. So the beginning is a module, only module. That through the assembly of the other module we can get a different solution. But before I didn't know which form, different form. This is the volume up on the other, and this is the pillar. The project of the module is like of the height of the individual. This is the one module, two, assembly of module, four module, and we can arrive on this solution in the factory. The factory, we have studied about the module in vetroresina. Do you know vetroresina? It's a particular, I don't know how do we say in English, but it's like a form with a hat, and then we have tried to assemble different modules. This is my car, very small car, it's like a toy, but you can watch the 20 module, and in this case we can have with 20 module this small house, like this one. And after you can get other module, we can arrive, I don't know, because we have finished to have other module, we can have a group for to get like Buckminster full structure. You know, the group, I don't know what do you say, to get on the other module up, and you put the other module under the structure. I think that project inside the space, we need to get a simple volume that when you go inside of them, you can think, you relax. Only in this way, through the suono, I don't know what, but it's very important in this case. Or you use the individual to get an idea of the space through the terms like panel, write terms or design, and in this case you are in the chaos. Or you get another thing, a pure simple volume, it's like a cube that you go inside and get relaxed. I think it's the double solution in this. Architecture is a serious thing. It's not a joke, a toy. It's a construction, it's a space, it's a perception, it's technology, it's the other. In this case, we have to show new architecture. It's very important.